Hello, queens and kings. Jacqueline Haley here, Hand of the Queen. Today I am returning to review the playing cards for Tina's deck challenge. I said I would be returning after I had did 10. So I did the other 10 last week, and I'm going to show now the next 10 that I crafted. They can be seen on my Instagram channel, Jacqueline Haley, and they can also be seen on my Facebook channel, Jacqueline Haley. So number 11, I forget what I've called this one. I believe it's just Have Faith is what number 11 is, the deck card for Tina's deck card challenge. I'm trying to hang with her for the 52 deck cards, and we're now into, this one was for the diamonds. So this is the, pardon me, Jack of Diamonds, and it is called Have Faith. There is a decoupaged tissue paper angel here. I don't know if you can see her or not, but she is decoupaged here. There is a gemstone amethyst flower here, flat back pearlized pearls, a star, another rhinestone, the sticker, Have Faith, a wooden butterfly with a gemstone, a flat back pearl, and it is decoupaged underneath. Well, it was gessoed underneath, and then the angel was decoupaged onto it, and probably used some distressed oxide paint. And there's a sari silk strip here on the side, and these are natural, actual, oh, I just lost it, the dried flowers. So that was number 11. Number 12, the Queen of Diamond, is this lovely vintage Tim Holtz figure of the girl. The back is, I used coffee filter, and then I sort of used the oxide ink to stain and color that a little bit. I placed a strip of lace onto the playing card, and then I used a embroidered, am I in frame? I'm sorry. I used an embroidered trim here in red. I used a vintage, well, not a vintage, but it's a sari silk piece here behind her head, and a sari silk cutout flower. No, that's not a sari silk. That's an embroidered flower here, and a rhinestone. And then I popped up the Tim Holtz figure of the girl, the African-American girl, or she could be, she's some type of descent. I believe she's African-American. And the name of this one was Cherished Memory. That was number 12. All right, number 13, the name is Distinguished Gentleman. It's on the King of Diamonds. And again, I use the coffee filter and distress the edges with black soot oxide inks. I used a snippet of paper with the gold. It's like a glitter gold pattern. And then I stamped from Tim Holtz stamp, this gentleman. I applied the corner edges in the gold metal. And then I used a chipboard clock. So that is Distinguished Gentleman. He is number 13. Number 14 is called Fairy Dance. And it is from the Graphic 45 paper line. And it says here at the top, Fairy Dust. I have used, again, some oxide inks and distressed the edges. I used a trim here in silver, a piece of a silver doily here on the side, and again the pearlized flat back gems. So that was number 14, and it is Fairy Dance. We're supposed to come on each day and show it. I have been showing the days on my Instagram and my Facebook, and after I get the 10, I come on and do a video on YouTube. So this is number 15, and she is called Spirited. I used gesso and oil crayons or pastels, oil pastels, and Ranger ink. I stamped another one of the faces, and I also used spackling on this one. There is a fabric here underneath that is stained. There's a gemstone here in gold. I used scrapbooking paper here as the background. Underneath that is music paper with distressed edges. I then placed the spirited wording here, sentiment. And the pastel crayons are in the orange shades and yellow here. And then I used a broken earring jewelry piece here. And I used a stencil with spackling and stenciled these images. I used the oil pastels to color her face and the collar around her dress. And I placed a flat back pearlized gemstone in the middle of her head. She is named Spirited. That was number 15. Number 16 is called Rosebud from the Crown Princess. This is number 16. It says from the Crown Princess, script here at the top. It is gessoed. I've used distressed oxide inking and script paper. There are 3 vinyl buttons here. And I acquired those from Shirley Wilson in a sale. And then I used a vellum floral rosebud here. There is scrapbooking paper underneath that and script paper. And then there is 1861 script at the bottom. And it is Rosebud from the Crown Princess. That is number 16. All right. Number 17 is called Guest Check. I used an image from Sharon of Elegant Creations, taken from one of her paper lines here. This one is quite embellished. I have used the citrus oxide ink on top of the gessoed cord. There is lace, very tiny lace edging bordering the card. On top of the lace edging is a gold mesh bling. I have placed Guest Check and distressed those edges. Cut off a piece of the Guest Check here. And there is an embroidered flower here with a yellow button. There is a chipboard key, a snippet of lace here, and then I crafted it's a shamrock, and in the center of the shamrock there are, oh, what do you call it? The many, they're beads. I can't even think now. But they're the small beads. And this is a double layer of the shamrock. All right. That was number 17. We're getting close to the end. Number 18, I believe I called it the Who. It is on a gesso background again. And this owl was taken from my local newspaper. There was an article about an owl in the newspaper, and I used that. I used a cutout flower here, vellum, at the top, and placed a crown on the owl's head. And I used some script right here on the border, and 1829 script here. And then I used a burlap fabric, and I hand stamped the word who for the owl. There's a vellum flower here. And then I used the plastic flowers along the edge and here from the Dollar Tree, and it has they have like glittered centers. So that is the Who, and there is a gold dimensional butterfly also at the bottom from the Dollar Tree. And that was number 18. Number 19 is called Vintage Lady. And I don't remember the scrapbooking line that I fussy cut the image of the woman from. It's probably on my YouTube, on my Instagram description, or either my Facebook description. However, the background is gessoed again. I used paper flowers from another collection. It's not Prima, but it's another collection. I can't think of the name. And then these flowers here were taken from a greeting card. I believe, let me see. This image was taken from a napkin of the building structure. And I have the image of the woman that I fussy cut from the paper pad and placed her in front of the doorway. And there's a butterfly that I fussy cut. And I used oil, was it oil, or I used some kind of paste, and place that around the edges. And at the top it says Vintage Lady. That's popped up onto cardboard with the black suit distressed edges. So that pretty much describes her. The descriptions are on my Instagram, if you care to go there. I may not have all of them correctly while I'm showing now. Number 20, the last one, is called Crossword. Again, I have taken, well, what I did first for the base is I applied gesso, and then I mixed a dirty pour of blue, copper, and glitter, and swirled that onto, poured it onto the card and let it dry for quite a while. And then I placed the crossword piece taken from my local newspaper, and the vellum mushrooms, a vinyl button here, and a dimensional butterfly at the top. And I named it Crossword. So those were my other 10 entries. We're up to number 20. So the next 10, I don't know if I'll try to do a daily or not. That's just too much for me to try to do a daily one. But you can see the daily ones that I post on Instagram and on Facebook if you're interested in seeing the daily ones. And as a grouping of 10, I will continue to return and show the groupings of 10. That is the way I would choose to do it. So thank you all for watching, and go ahead and craft some deck cards. They're almost like a ATC, well, they are ATC size. But I'm sure you can have a deck, you can get a deck of cards at the Dollar Tree. And go ahead and take part in Tina's deck challenge and support her, which is what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to hang in there, but each day it's becoming more challenging to come up with different ideas. And isn't that the whole reason for a challenge? So I've been very busy with that, and I will be returning shortly with an unboxing. Well, I have several unboxings. I don't know when I'll get to them, but as soon as I can. So I'd like to take this time to say thank you all for watching, and be sure you try entering. Maybe if you don't want to do the whole deck, which we're at probably number, I'm thinking we're at 23 right now, but you can jump in at any time. And you don't have to do the whole deck. Just do maybe one a week or something. But at any rate, thank you all for watching. Happy trails. We will meet again soon. Goodbye.